deciding to after deciding to stay at um, to um, to tribesmen,
think
their interactions and how they treat women is so dramatically different from
I
used
think
to. And kind of set up to meet back up with you, or at least get to someone later if need be.
Still cutting out a little bit. Like we hear about 3 seconds of clear, and then it pauses for like another 3 seconds or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's not
okay.
like
Hang on. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. You can roll initiative there, Josh. Most everyone else has already for the new combat.
I just did.
Okay, cool.
Okay, sound check. Shut up.
That sounds better.
Much better.
That sounded a lot more better.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Way
Josh?
better.
Cool. I'm having a hard time understanding you, Josh. I hear you talking, but I don't understand the words coming out of your mouth.
Everybody.
Coming really broken for me, also.
You had a moment where it was broken. That was clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just picking on you. Josh, while you were sorting your internet back out, we'll go ahead and do your bonus experience. I know you're still starting to do the recap. I rolled and I had everybody start rolling their initiative for the new combat round since we left off at the end of that last round. I just rolled yours as innate ability for controlling the flaming sphere because I didn't know if you wanted to cast a spell or not, and you do have that up. So, if you want to change that, just adjust it in the turn order based on whatever you want to do.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so aside from getting the, you can keep the initiative that I rolled if you're just going to do your flaming sphere, Josh.
I re-rolled at 8.89, but I need to do innate spell-like ability.
Okay. You also got some information and a lead to go to, which brought you to, blink, blink, to Piranha Keep, or where Piranha Keep used to be. Upon arrival, you're saying, I mean, it's it's mid-afternoon, and there's just crazy shadows everywhere. Kind of disorienting. You noticed some odd lumps in this massive tree in the center of several large stone columns. And as you were kind of starting to suss out the situation, you had a couple of hybrid-shaped werewolves and several dire wolves come charging in. You had the first couple rounds of combat with that, and we're just now starting the third combat round. And who do we lose? Arendelle.
Looks like Arendelle.
User joined your channel.
So everybody's initiative is sorted out. Good.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah. See that valiant ring.
Okay. Yeah. The maintenance stuff goes at the end. That down there. Okay, Zed, you are up first.
Go, Bo.
I'm going to move, and then I guess next round I'll cast.
You're gonna do what?
He's moving.
I'm gonna
Next
move
round,
on
I'll cast a spell.
so that I can cast a spell and not murder everybody when I do it. Next round.
Nice. Please do not murder.
I appreciate that.
You went back there.
You-
More worried about
You're too
Zilpha.
kind.
Okay, you show me what you're doing there.
I just moved up 10 feet. And when I can cast, I would like to cast color spray.
Oh, okay. Since you're mounted, you can have the horse move and cast a spell. There are you need to make a save versus spell to be able to do it though. Maintain concentration while guarding the horse. Okay. Yeah, you're having a little too much trouble keeping Murderface steady because there's several large wolves in front of him. He's not particularly happy about getting closer to him. He is not a warhorse, and so you're too busy controlling him to be able to cast your spell this round. So, Arendelle.
Okay. So, first things first, I'm going to basically have Ace move back a little bit, so I'm not having to try and shoot under or around him. And then I'm going to aim for this dire wolf here. And I will be doing my
Okay, since you are not mounted, I need you to give me an animal handling check to move Ace backwards. Okay. One moment. Okay, as you're getting ready, trying to move Ace while you're on the ground next to him, trying to get him to back up, which horses don't really like to do to begin with. And he starts to panic and give me a strength check. At -2, because it is a draft horse.
That's something I can do.
All right. Ooh, exactly. That's good. Rolling as high as you can without going over is a good thing. Okay, you managed to keep a hold of him, but your attacks are forfeit. You're too busy holding on to him. He's ready to bolt, and you just by main strength keep him from fleeing. You'll either you can choose to let go and let him run, or you'll have to pass an animal handling check to get him to stop trying to run away.
I guess I'm just going to be trying to stop him from running.
Okay. And he's trying to drag you that way. Okay. Vic.
Okay, first off, I want to try see how well Zilfa's training with Grunt has been, and give him the whistle command to go hide. And Nubs is tethered to him. So basically, I just want him to clear the area. So, animal handling. See if he'll listen to the signal. Or is that not in any way possible just yet?
Yeah. Do you have animal handling? I don't remember.
The partial. Remember we did the adjusted one because it's not fully trained yet? We talked
Okay,
about?
that's right. So you're at -3 on those checks right now instead of -6, right?
I think it was -4. We hadn't adjusted it.
Or yeah, 4.
Okay.
That's right.
Unless you want to adjust it since I got the level, but
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking because you're get the proficiency next level and you've been working with him.
I just
Right.
realized something.
okay, so let's see. Checks. Let me fix that.
Last session.
Did you already adjust it? Well, that was riding, not the animal handling, but or is that the same thing?
For this, just bring him in the command. It's you were taking riding next, right? Not
Animal handling. Okay, I was thinking the other way around.
So
so -6.
Actually, let me just do that as a morale check for Grant.
Okay.
Whether or not he's paying attention. That didn't. Heck. Okay. He does. He does.
Yay!
So
Good grunt.
his movement is 24. Oh, Nubs' movement is 12 there, right?
Yeah, he's tethered to him, so.
Okay. So
Which was intended so he'd lead Nubs away from the fight too.
right. Okay, so he moves 60, pulls Nubs with him. And he's hiding under the tree over there. Trying to. There's not a lot of low cover here.
Right. Yeah, I
in
mean the basic
intermediate
thing was
self.
just separation, not so much as that he'd be able to hide, but especially with Nubs with him, but
Right.
okay, so
Okay,
from there
and your action?
going to step forward and stabby with the short sword.
Yeah.
Okay. That hits for 5.
And then again with the dagger. This has got the -2 for that already built into the attack roll.
Okay. I didn't have numlock on. That was a problem. Okay, so there's a short sword.
The short sword and then the
And
dagger attack.
The dagger missed. Yeah. Okay. And Edward.
Edward.
Hun?
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Edward's
me.
up. Yeah.
He's going to attack the direwolf that's next to the east of him.
Okay.
And that should be for max damage with the ring activated.
Yep.
Hell
and
yeah.
that's 12 plus 4, 16.
Hell yeah.
And then I didn't roll for Hesher. I forgot that they were separated. Does he get up and can he attack on his own being a warhorse?
Yeah, but Edward just cut it's cut through its spine and dropped it.
Okay. Well,
So
Hesher will
it will
mash it into the ground.
if there is something in melee range, Hesher can attack.
Yeah, he'll be attacking
He
the
won't.
corpse since that's what attacked him. So he'll be stomping
Yeah,
on the
he'd be
corpse this
stomping the
round.
corpse at this point.
That's fine.
Right.
Gotcha.
So, and that one is done.
Turning it into
Yeah.
mush.
Nice hit. Okay.
All right, and then I just turn for the lycanthrope, just facing, and that's his turn.
All right. So now it's the dire wolves. The one to the east of Zilpha is trying to bite her in the booty.
I ain't got no booty. Have you seen my charisma?
Yeah, but I've also seen your constitution and your strength, and you've got a very hard booty. It's just not particularly shapely.
Square is a shape.
Hey, hit armor
The
class
booty-
5.
I have an armor class of 6. So there you go.
Yep. So 6
6
points of
points.
damage from the dire
Oh.
wolf jumping on the
I
back of your
guess
thigh, and
It
um,
is shapes.
I still have 8 points of my protection from the periapt of mundane protection going. So
okay. So as it chomps on you, there's a shower of sparks of red and purple sparks come up off of you, and it yelps and jerks back, startled by the manifestation of the protective charm.
nice.
This one, none too pleased with being stabbed,
I don't blame it.
going to bite Vic. No
I mean, it just got
adjustments.
It just got jabbed with a sword from a bite-sized meal.
Yeah.
Oh, just enough. 6.
Yes. No, wait, no.
Yep, that hit your
That's
armor
your
class
hit.
exactly.
Oh, crap.
6 points of damage.
I didn't think it would hit you.
Okay.
Ouch.
And Tixels.
I was like,
Oh, bother. So,
thought you were...
I just have a question. I want to move this flaming sphere from here to here and then up through here because I can see a werewolf right here. But I don't have line of
Get
sight
him.
with this square or this square. So can
Okay,
I
are
move
you-
the flaming sphere there?
Oh, good kitty.
Wait, let me get zoomed in up there.
Oh.
Now you want to move the flaming sphere.
I like this and then like this.
Right. Yeah, it's less than 30 feet. You can actually move it into him. It'll bounce off and do the full damage. Unless he makes a save, which is it. He's blind right now, so. Okay, so give me take your flaming sphere macro for the damage for this round, and then it will bounce. It'll hit him and then bounce back off to be 1 square away. Okay, 5 fire. He gets a save at -4. He's blinded. She fails, so he takes the full damage. Okay.
Yay.
And then
Oh yeah, I'll burn that.
right, then if
bastard.
he
Hey.
right now is that at the beginning of their movement of their turn if they're in 5 feet or the end?
He should be immune to its damage for the rest of the round because I just moved it. But if
there's
anybody
still,
else
yeah, but
comes
there's
into
the
the
fire
AoE,
damage from being struck by it, and then there's the heat damage from being within 5 feet of it. I would do that at the end of the
Yeah.
round during the maintenance.
yeah.
Okay,
That
so
makes sense.
that's your turn, your action, moving your sphere, and the werewolves are up. Okay. So this one's a little bit.
Was this one in front of
Okay.
Zilpha? Was that one blinded?
No.
Okay, I couldn't
No.
remember if Zed had blinded any of them. Okay.
He blinded the one that Antixos just slammed his flaming sphere into.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He failed on trying to blind one of the dire wolves.
Actually, I failed on that werewolf
Yeah,
twice.
you had like 3 attempts with your light spells to blind, and only one of them took hold.
Yeah, the far one, the one that just got hit with the flaming spear. The other
Yeah.
one saved twice.
Zed, the resident blinder.
Well, no, he saved the first time, then you blinded him the second time, and then the dire wolf you made his save, so
Roger.
something like that. But yeah, okay. So he's going to take 1 claw attack at Edward.
Dark.
Does not hit. Second claw at Zilpha.
Yeah, that's right. You better come at me.
That hits for 3.
All
you don't have to worry
right.
about infection.
Yeah, she still has 5 points of protection.
Yep. And then you, after seeing the spray of sparks from trying to strike you, he's going to turn and do his. He's going to stay that facing time. He's going to do his bite attack towards Edward.
Now he's facing
Which also
Edward.
misses. No, he's still facing half between the two of you, keeping both of
Okay.
you in his front. The
Oh, well.
other one, morale. Okay. The werewolf back by the column after getting slammed by the spear yelps, and he's blindly flailing his arms around. He turns and just all out starts running away from the heat. Bounces off of the column and kind of gets redirected and ends up bouncing off of the trunk of the tree itself.
Oh, tell me he falls down.
Good question.
I want him to fall down.
I can make a check for that. Check position. -4. He does not.
Oh,
He
man.
manages to keep his feet. He's kind of half
Fire?
crouched, front feet on the ground, keeping him up. Zilpha, you're up.
Zilpha goes straight for the werewolf in front of her, and she's really trying to draw his attention toward her and away from Edward. So she gets right, basically, like in his face, and is like her best cat hiss or whatever. And
Okay.
she takes her mace and she just brains him. So
Wail the banhammer on him.
I assume that's front. No attack
what
bonuses or anything.
What is your charisma reaction adjustment?
My charisma reaction adjustment is -1.
Okay. I'm going to give him a morale check
Lady.
with your penalty for being unfriendly as a bonus to.
Yeah. I'm kind of horse-faced because I serve the horse god.
Okay. He snarls right back at you and lets out a low growl as you take a swipe at him.
Okay, so no attack
him up.
bonuses, no damage adjustment.
That does hit though.
Brain.
But I rolled a freaking 1.
Okay.
Supposed to brain him, Zilka, not tickle him.
Yeah.
I
It
tried.
happens. You catch him a nice solid blow, and you see his see he kind of staggers and on his feet for a second as it looks like just the whole right side of his body just froze and locked up for a second. He manages to keep his feet. He's looking a bit unsteady and having some trouble keeping himself upright. Arendelle, you are dealing with Ace.
Can't exactly talk though, because the amount of times I roll ones. Ridiculous.
Yeah. That's one of the problems with not having a warhorse in a combat situation, especially with things like wolves, which are natural predators of Eckwing.
That's why I was trying to get
Pipes.
Ace to go. That's why I was trying to get Ace to go backwards, trying to move him away from the danger.
Yeah, but the horses
good
also don't
deed.
like to be moved backwards.
I know. I was hoping he would get over it for this just once.
Yeah. Okay, so you're dealing with Ace. 2 more rounds on the Flaming Sphere. 3 more rounds
Nothing fucking
on
horse.
Valiant Ring. New initiative.
Stop
Already
fucking
rolled.
horse.
Oh yeah, let's do this. I rolled
What
a
is
14, so I
initiative?
have enough time to run pee. I'll be right back. Good kitty. Good kitty.
Ah! Speaking of ones,
There's a good time to get a 1.
but still, like I said, speaking of ones,
Hey. Sometimes it's a good thing, Did Vic roll a 1 on initiative also?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You guys are in a hurry to finish this, huh?
Who hacks first,
Kvik for nothing.
hacks last.
Okay.
Who wants treats?
Ah.
I want treats.
Hope you brought enough for the whole class.
Okay. Everybody got their initiative set?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, I got the Valiant Ring down there. What happened to Flaming Sphere didn't actually move? What a PETA. Okay. Alright, Vic, you're up first.
All right. Stabby stab the dire wolf. Oh, bad miss.
Dang.
That doesn't hit. No.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll try again with the
as
dagger.
he's leaning over, he leans over into the somewhat unsteady werewolf, trying to push him back, shouldering him back up out of his little fighting space area, and evades your thrust with your short sword. He does not, however, manage to avoid the dagger.
It was the
but you
short
only
sword
catch him
was
with
the feint.
a small
Yeah.
glancing blade. You catch him with just a light slice. You barely even get through the fur. And he snarls right back at you. Okay. Arendelle.
Maybe you should be fainting with the dagger first.
Good point.
Okay, so
Am I able to make a tumbling move away?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I want to tumble to the other side of the tree again.
Okay. Give me a tumbling check. Alrighty. You manage to roll underneath his as he snaps at you as you're moving away. You manage to roll underneath his bite, underneath his jaws, and his jaws snap right over your ear. Okay, Arendelle.
okay, so what I want to do is I basically want to try and go this way, then go back this way a little bit, and like try and bring Ace with me. So
Okay.
sort of like down.
Yeah. He's not going to
Across
fight you
and
moving
down.
away from the wolves.
Yeah. That's what I want to do, basically.
Okay. So, give me an animal handling check without any penalties, because you are moving in a way that makes sense for him. So, you counteracted the penalties from his failing morale.
Yeah.
With that. Okay, and yeah, he starts to settle down, realizing, okay, yeah, you're doing something he likes, so he settles down and he's not trying to bolt anymore. Good job.
Did somebody just say good ace in a really low guttural voice?
Arendelle's going to be giving Ace a little bit of love right now.
There's no time for that.
Yeah, that wasn't a great timing for a freaked out horse, especially one as big as Ace.
Unfortunately, I don't really have a choice.
You could let him run and try to catch him later. Okay,
But I'm not going to do that.
I understand. It makes sense what you're doing and why you're doing it. I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just saying.
It's an option, not a particularly pleasant one, but it is an option. Okay. All right. You throw another sleep spell out there. The magic seems to coalesce around both the direwolf, first the direwolf, and then the hybrid werewolf. Stop, Ash. The direwolf just shakes its mane and ignores the spell. The werewolf, however, plumps to the ground.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, guys, don't attack that one until we take care of the rest of these things. Then we can just slay it at our leisure. Yeah.
All right. And
I
I'm
think
also
the
going to get
duration
him
of
a
sleep
prone.
is, oh, it's going to be 25 rounds on that one.
Fuck all,
Oh,
long
that's not
time.
bad, is it?
I don't expect it to be an issue.
Till someone shoots it. Or hits it.
Okay, Zed.
I will try to. I would like to move and try to get a hold of Ace so Arendelle can get into combat. I have handle animal.
Okay, so you're riding over to take Ace's reins.
So he doesn't bolt, but Arendelle doesn't have to mess with him anymore.
Okay. Good job.
I would face appropriately if I could.
Yep. I can do that for you real quick. Okay. And the dire wolves are up. Okay. So this one is still trying to gnaw on Zilpha.
Good luck with that. Come on now, give me some. We want some. Come on. Okay,
really
that
pissed
hits.
off about the sparks that are shedding off of its mouth, and it's snarling and growling ferociously.
I still got 3 points of protection. Come on. Who wants some?
Okay. The other one,
Really, you are really egging this wolf on.
chasing Kavik around the tree.
Yes, I'm really egging the wolf on because I want them to attack me and not
Attack of
anybody
opportunity
else.
from Edward.
Yes, Edward does get an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go, Edward. He's got that ring going.
Boom.
Ow!
yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Cracks its spine.
And Edward's lashing out as it tries to move past him, chasing after you. Catches it with a hawking blow under its right foreleg and nearly severs the leg, and it topples to the ground in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah, dog.
All right, and now it's Edward's turn.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. And move to here and attack the other one.
Okay. Okay. He lands just another devastating blow on this direwolf that's gnashing at the protective energy around Zilpha, and it staggers backward and almost falls and drags itself back upright, snarling at him. And Hesher?
And move up and stomp on him.
So much. that wolf to move.
Uh-huh.
And the left hoof. Is this supposed to have an attack bonus on it?
Since this is
Flank?
since this is the warhorse, he would just move straight forward.
Straightforward. Okay, I didn't know if you
not
needed to get around
to the
other
rear
one.
like that. So yeah.
Okay. Is this a flank or no? I didn't put it on the other one, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's a flank.
Oops. Let's try that again. No, didn't. Still didn't
Okay.
matter.
He's stomping and kicking, rearing up, and in the process of avoiding Edward's slash, he doesn't quite connect. Hey, the werewolves. Huh, that one's asleep.
Yeah.
Burning
Hey.
like all hell.
Yeah. You hear some howling and scrambling up near the tree, and oh, I didn't have a light wall there. Thought I did. Okay. Regardless of whether you actually see him or not, the one that was blinded running from the fire is not visible anymore. Okay. Zed, charging out from behind tree to the northeast is another hybrid werewolf. He comes rushing up, and looks like he's getting ready to leap at you. He does not. Doesn't get a chance to attack this round, though. He's a little bit too far for him to make a charge attack. Zilpha.
Delpha spins around, looking all badass with her hair flying behind her, and she sees this direwolf behind her, and she just, as she's spinning around, she just swing to connect with its head. Let's see how she does.
All right.
No pluses. It's frontal, I assume.
Yep. Okay. Describe how you take him out.
As she
Oh,
spins
yeah,
around, you saw her
good.
face in the lycanthrope, and then it just dropped. So she just spun around like a
and-
freaking ice dancer, you know? How they
Hit it so
spin.
hard, you hit the head off, and it knocked that other werewolf out completely too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, she just
no, that was
spun its
I had the wrong
head.
token selected. Sorry.
she just spun around and smacked it right in the side of the head, and it just went. I mean, it just fell like a ton of bricks. And Zilpha's sitting there breathing hard, going, like, who's next?
All right.
Is this werewolf charred at all?
It was running. It was literally 5 feet too far away to actually make a charge attack.
And I would say no. I
No,
think
I
it's a
mean-
different one there in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole new one. It just entered the fight. It
Oh,
was
hell.
kind of far away to start with. Okay. That was Zilpha, Valiant Ring. All right. Flaming Sphere, one more
Initiative.
round. And new initiative.
Oh, hell yeah.
Start taking shots now.
Yeah.
Rick rolls
I
another
love
one.
it when I
for
roll good
initiative.
initiative.
So tell me about charging.
A charge attack, you have to move at least half of your movement,
Okay,
and you
good.
can move up to 1.5 times your base movement.
Okay.
You get a +2 on the attack roll, and you suffer a -2 penalty on your on your to your armor class for the remainder of the round.
Nice. Okay, cool. Because that's going down. Okay.
And I don't use the initiative modifier on a charge attack.
Okay.
Yeah, they
I
took
rolled
that
a
out.
1. Hello. I'm going.
Yeah, actually, more specifically, you have to be able to move at least half of your movement in a straight line.
Oh, in a straight
So you
line.
can't be zigzagging and make a charge attack. So
Is that a straight line?
yeah,
Okay, that's all I need to know. Is that
All right.
half my movement, though? That's the problem.
Everybody got their initiative
Oh,
set?
hell, I don't think that's half my movement.
Yep.
Hang on, 12 times 5 is 60. Oh, yeah, it's more than half my movement.
yeah, it's more than half, less than 1.5.
Okay.
So everybody set on their initiatives?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Okay. Sorting. And move spell effects.
Oh, hell yeah, Antixo, she rolled purdy.
I might have that thing asleep before you can
All
get
right.
to him. But I think
Zippy
you
skippy
declared a
quick.
charge, so you could charge somewhere else.
Quick.
Yep. Can I get an automatic backstab?
On the
Take him
sleeping one?
out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's asleep. You can just say you're slaying him. And
I wanted to
with a
get an
melee
automatic
attack.
backstab so I can get the experience for it.
No, it doesn't quite work that way.
Ah.
It's an automatic slaying him because he's asleep.
Yeah, well, okay. With the silver short shirt, I'll take its head off.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
You reach down, grab the fur on the spreading from the top of its head, pull it back, and just rake your silvered sword through its throat. Doesn't quite come all the way off. Your blade kind of scrapes across the spine from the far side. But it's pretty much just the ligaments of the spine holding the head on.
Okay.
Okay. Poof. And success.
I wave my hands around a little bit, and I cast the sleep spell again. And it's coming up right. Not there. Right there.
Oh, you badass, you.
Okay.
Sleep's a killer spell, man.
Yes, it is. And as the werewolf is gathering to launch itself to try to take Zed out of the saddle, it slumps to the ground.
Oh, hell yeah.
Zuffa.
Zilpha was getting ready to run at this one. She sees him just drop. So she turns and looks back up to the north where she saw another one earlier. And I myself am not seeing it. Is it within my
No, you're
range
not.
of sight? I'm not seeing it.
What I was saying before, whether you actually see him or not, actually out of sight because he's
Yeah. She's going to start running that way, though. She's like, oh, and she just starts running, like, just jogging up that way. So that should give me double movement, right, until I come up within
Yes.
range. Okay. So,
Yep.
I'll start with moving up here next to the flaming sphere because that's the last place I saw him.
okay.
And looks like that's 120 feet.
Careful, Zilpha. Don't get too close to that thing.
That's
I'm
100
not seeing your movement.
That's 115 feet. I
Oh,
still
there
have
you go.
5 feet
Kaviko.
of movement.
Seeing her
Do
run
I-
off and be like, hold up.
She doesn't care.
Yeah, okay.
Does she see him now? No, she doesn't. So I'll move another 5 feet forward and then I'll stop and keep trying to find
Okay.
this guy. Trying to spot him. Ooh, what the hell is that?
Give me. Hang on. Give me a observation check or intelligence -6.
Damn
If you don't
it.
have observation.
So that's check, ability check, intelligence -6. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I made it.
Okay. You hear scrambling claws against bark. It seems to be coming from the far side of the tree. You don't see him, but you're pretty sure you're hearing him scrambling around on the other side of the tree.
Show me with an arrow what you mean by the other side of the tree.
Okay. Let me just grab the. Let me draw a shape. Okay. That was the wrong one.
In there.
I hit the wrong button there. Hang on. Okay.
This is a big ass tree. I don't know what you mean by the other side of the tree.
Yeah, I know.
Think trunk.
That's
Okay.
what I'm.
The trunk of the tree. Okay, right in there.
Okay. That red circle is the trunk of the tree. So from the
Okay.
far side of the tree, you're hearing scrambling claws. You're hearing some sounds of bark tearing.
Okay.
Soft whining, growl coming from
Okay.
that direction.
All right.
Think of the sound of squirrels
I
or
thought I had
cats
that on the
climbing
light wall,
trees
but I
multiplied by
didn't.
10.
So,
Okay.
well, actually, you know what? I can do that, can't I?
With this flaming sphere, I should be able to see a lot further, so that helps.
Well, there's also a light spell
Yeah, it gives
in that vicinity.
off light.
That's true.
Yeah. He had a light spell that up over here. There's a little torch hiding there somewhere, barely visible.
All right, I'm done. You want to charge over there
Now,
next
wouldn't he
time?
be emitting light if the light was on his eyes?
What's that?
Would the wolf be emitting light if the light was on his eyes?
No, when you cast a light spell to blind someone, their eyes glow, but it doesn't actually shed light.
Gotcha. Okay.
It just
Thank
it's so bright in their actual eyes that they can't see. And apparently I dropped that somewhere that I can't grab a hold of it again. Whatever. Oh, no, that's why.
Okay.
Whatever. Okay. Sylph's turn. She went running up towards where the other werewolf was seen. Zed?
I will take me, the two horses, and Fluffy, circling like a hook around the back of the party. Come back over to like here-ish, back of the road.
Okay.
Somebody needs to take that brother out.
Well, yeah, but not the guy on the two horses that might freak out.
Kvik, that's you?
Arendale's right over there.
Yeah.
I don't have a silvered weapon that can take it out while it's still asleep, though.
Ah.
Thought if you were, I thought she mentioned that if you were right next to it, you could take it out with an arrow, and you had a silver arrow, right?
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
silvered
because
arrows.
you have point blank range, your shots can qualify in point blank range can qualify as a melee attack for that
Fair enough.
purpose.
Okay, yep.
Nice.
I'll be doing that
okay.
then when it comes.
Okay. Zilpha, the sounds of the scrambling on claws on the bark intensify for a moment, and then suddenly they're muted considerably.
Okay. Does it sound to me like it's climbing the tree? I mean, can I use my intelligence or something to figure that out?
Yeah, it sounded kind of like climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really tell up or down
Think
though.
it was ascending?
Okay.
But the sound suddenly became much muffled, significantly muffled.
That some bitch is up in a tree.
Oh, like it went inside the tree.
This
Maybe the
other
tree
werewolf
ate
is
it.
asleep. Edward.
Dude,
Edward will end up turning around and be hollering at Zelfa, "Wait up!"
Dolph was gonna say, he's in the tree, damn it! Need light!
You have a perfectly suitable dagger.
That's true, I do.
Or, sorry, knife, not a dagger.
Okay, so what
Do
is
I?
Edward
I'm
doing?
not sure I was one of the people who got one.
I gave them to everybody.
Just stay
God knows.
stay where I can see you, Zilpha.
He's gonna double move or run on up to stay with Zilpha.
Okay,
So he's there looking to see what's
sounds
going
good.
on.
all right. Erndel.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I am going to walk right up into this goddamn werewolf's face.
Hell yeah.
Unload a bloody arrow and
Make butter out of his brains.
Hell yeah.
Some of the best buddy you ever eat.
Okay. So you walk up. Describe how you're killing this werewolf with your point blank shot, with it laying on the ground in front of you.
so Arendelle sort of just saunters on up to the werewolf. Arrow already knocks against the string of his bow, and as he gets there, he sort of just looks down at the werewolf that's asleep on the ground, sort of scoffs a little bit, then brings the bow to bear, aiming directly for the where brain would be, and just unleashes the arrow, sending it straight through the werewolf's head and out the bottom of its head.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Serena walks up and essentially pins the werewolf's brains to the ground with a silver arrow standing right on top of it.
Nice.
Alrighty then. Fluffy moved on over there with you. Nothing really to bite at this point. All the dire wolves are down. Remove them. Hesher.
Is stomping on the remains of the direwolves, just going to town, turn them into mush.
Okay.
Good horse.
Won't be much for hides to get off of these after that.
Wolf pelts are useless anyway.
Alright.
I'm not worried.
Arendelle, since you only fired the one arrow, and did only the half move, you can make another half move if you would like. I didn't do. Arendelle?
Yeah. Quite a ways to go yet.
Yeah, you can make another half move. Since you only used one attack. You less than half of your attacks and a half move, so you can make another half move if you would like. Okay. Do you start moving up in the direction where Zilpha and Edward went rushing off to?
Yeah, and sort of
Okay.
scanning around as I'm going.
Okay. Okay, the flaming sphere fades out.
Alas.
The Valiant Ring. What the heck happened there? Okay. Has one more round. New initiative. Actually, we are now out of initiative. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm getting ready to cast a spell on Edward because we're gonna go after this dude up in the tree. So, what's the best way to cast a spell? Just do medium creature unarmed action and then add the spell value to it.
No, we're not in initiative right now.
Oh,
I will move up to
You're not in combat anymore.
this
Oh.
tower structure.
but I want to be in combat. I want to kill the thing.
Gotta find it first.
That's what I'm doing.
I'll move up till I can at least see what Zilpa's doing.
I got.
Zipfa will wait then. I'm going to run the potty real quick because I'm an old lady who has to go to the potty very
Okay.
regularly. I'll be right back.
Yep. Out of combat. So we're double movement, and you can take a full action. Vic.
As I rode in there, he's recovered his blade, or put his blades away, got his staff sling, and he's heading back up to the north, where everyone's at.
Okay. You're just leaving Grunt and Nubs hiding under the tree over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Edward is just observing the trees. She said something about it running up into the tree, so he's looking up into the tree.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking up in the tree. You're not seeing any movement. Now that he's up close, you're seeing that those strange lumps, shadowy lumps that you were looking at in the tree from a distance appear to be bodies of humans and half-orcs that have been impaled on various dead branches. And they're all throughout the tree. There's probably 80, there at least 80, possibly 120 bodies impaled in the branches of this tree.
Nasty.
Some of them are really far gone, decayed. They're, half mummified, rotted. None of them look like they've been here for more than maybe 2 or 3 months. Looking a little more closely, you see a rotted a rotted leg that's fallen down and to a lower branch that dropped off of one body. There's several fingers that have looked like scavengers and pecking at the hand had broken fingers and limbs off. There's that look like these strange grayish kind of flattened things, probably eyeballs that had been plucked out and dropped. It's really gruesome.
Wonder why they didn't eat him.
Yeah.
As y'all start
So-
approaching
As
Zilpha
Kvik's
points,
walking up, what is this here? Is that a tower?
Yeah, it looks like a guard tower. There are, sorry, the base is like 2 tree trunks at each of the corners. There's basically 8 tree trunks, 2 by 2 lashed together at the corners, 4 of them together, and there's a rope ladder dropping down from the center. It looks like there's a little roof thing above it, above a platform about 40 feet up, and rope bridges stretching to other little towers next to the pillars surrounding this tree.
as they're trotting up, Zilpha's going to point at the tree and go, I think that sumbitch climbed the tree. We got to get that. We got to get him. Look up in there. Do you see him?
Be better setting the tree on fire.
You don't see
I
any
like-
movement in the tree.
I like
Up
the
in
way
the
you
tree.
think, Zed. I like the way you think.
Quick size around the guard towers or whatever these things are. An
You're doing
observation
what?
roll. Because he's coming up and he sees that these look like some type of guard towers or whatever. He's keeping his eyes on it for any type of movement.
Okay. Yeah. You don't see any movement in the towers. You don't see any movement in the tree itself either.
Okay.
So, and Texas, what are you doing?
I want to use my land-based riding skill to increase the speed of beef to a canter.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, you're not in combat, so there's just going to be an automatic that gives you the that
Okay.
bumps his movement up to 36, right?
Yeah. And then, let's see, I want to take a little ride around the perimeter here, starting from this direction. So, 36 times
I didn't
5.
quite hear what you said there.
I want to take a ride around the perimeter, just in case, oh bother, there's more bad guys in the trees.
There's at least one bad guy in the tree. We got to get him. Someone needs to cast some light all up in there. Who's
What
got
the
light?
hell? Okay, I was right here.
Yeah.
Hell, Zilpha's going to start moving up. She's ready to go after this guy. She's got an Eldritch Torch.
Yeah, you don't see any other signs of movement as you're riding around, starting to circle the area there in Texas. Zilpha.
I was going to start moving in, and she's like, oh, hell no. This guy's in the tree. I'm taking him out. She's looking
I
up.
still
She's
have a
like,
whole bunch of movement left, so I'm gonna go north.
Yeah,
of
just
5
you,
feet.
you go ahead and finish your movement there.
she's sniffing the air. She's looking up in the tree. She's got her Eldritch Torch held high. She's like, where'd you go, mofo? I'm going to take you out.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going up to the trunk of the tree and looking straight up and like all around on the branches and stuff. I'm going to keep moving. Till I see
Okay.
something.
Stop.
Okay.
As you're coming around the far side of the tree, you see several heavy ridges in the trunk where it's this massive tree trunk. You know, it's over 15 feet in diameter at the base, and two of these really heavy bulges open up and underneath, and you see fresh claw marks going down underneath the tree.
Oh, hell, he went under the tree. Come on. Let's go, guys. Come on. She's
As you,
restraining herself. I'm
As
going
you're
in without
approaching
him.
as you're approaching this hole, this into this hollow underneath the tree, you hear some echoing howls and this roar, and then a sickening crunch, which just echoes up out of the hole towards you.
Well, she'll hiss into the hole. She'll say, guys, come here. Now. Now. Right here. And wait. Even
Okay.
though it's killing her to wait.
Zed?
I will go closer to where she says there's a hole.
Okay. So you ride on up to the tree. Fluffy jogging along beside you.
Yes, that's I moved my character to. I'm not sure where the hole is, but
Okay. As you're coming up to the tree here, um, uh, your Murderface is getting really anxious. I need you to make a riding check.
I don't have riding. All I have is animal handling.
Okay, give me an animal handling at -4. Okay. Yeah, Murderface is just getting completely spooked as you're uh coming up under this very grisly tree. The scents seem to be overwhelming him. Uh,
Oh, I moved him like back out. Like we had ridden in, he started freaking out. We came back out.
you don't get a chance to. He bucks and throws you and bolts.
Alright.
And you take 2 points of damage in the fall.
Someone turns around and whistles at Murderface. I can't whistle, but pretend I did. Just to see if it worked. Just because she's so confident with horses, it never occurred to her that it wouldn't work. So can I make a roll? Come on, let me make a roll.
Um,
Confidence has to count for something when
are
you're dealing
you-
with animals.
are you trying to you're trying to just get his attention and get him to stop?
Yeah, basically.
Whistling
I'm
at
not
him?
trying to call him back. I'm just trying to get him to stop running.
Give me animal handling at -8.
Okay. Thank you for letting me make the roll. I'm gonna
I'm banking
fail, but it's gonna be fun to try.
That's how much he failed his morale check by. Wow. Okay.
Zelda just turns and whistles like, woo, woot.
He keeps running. He doesn't stop completely. He keeps running until he's clear of the tree itself.
Yeah.
And then starts circling around.
You know how much money and fucking honeyed oats I've fucking fed that horse?
Hey, that was a hell of a penalty. You made it anyways. I'll give you that.
Zilpha was just
Okay.
so confident right now. Like she's been fighting some freaking lycanthrope. She's just badass. She sees a horse bolt. She just turns and goes, woo, woot, and that just expects it to stop. You know, I mean, that's what where she's at right now.
It's sort of like shouting out, "Oi! Where do you think you're going?"
Exactly.
Yeah. The fact that you had a chance was divine intervention because of your ethos. Okay, Aaron, what are you up to?
I've basically just silver arrow knocked. I'm slowly making my way up, scanning the area as I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, you're starting to, as you're approaching the tree, you're starting to catch some of the echoing sounds of snarling and growling, very, very faintly as you're approaching. With your sharp elven hearing. And
Elven ears.
one of the things you're noticing is that as you're getting closer and closer to this tree, the shadows are shifting and changing directions, and then this is something that everyone notices. That one.
Hmm.
All right. How do you like that?
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah, the light continues to just do some crazy things, just in this whole area. The shadows are shifting sort of randomly. Okay. Quick.
Again, still kind of keeping an eye on the towers, but hearing Zofa call out, he's running up
Yay.
to see what's going on.
Okay. Oh, that's a big column there. Yeah.
Kvik, I
Okay.
heard it in there.
You
It was
come up,
howling, and then it
try not to
stopped
step
howling.
on the desiccated body parts that are scattered underneath this tree with this gruesome decorations. You come up and you see this hole between two heavy, boles of the tree, and you see it's about 2.5 feet wide, and it comes up about 4.5 feet above the ground, and it drops almost straight down as you're coming up, and you see into this hole a little bit.
As Kvik comes up, Zelva says, I heard it run in there, and I heard it howling, and then I heard a crunch, and it stopped. There's something in there worse
Maybe
than a
it slipped and
werewolf.
fell.
No, there's something in there worse than a werewolf. Be ready. We need everybody here.
Could be the little shit hunting down.
Oh, I
Female
hope
werewolf?
so. I hope so. I'm ready to
Out of
take him
character.
out.
Daddy's home.
Okay. It takes a syrup.
I'm gonna spur Beef on to full speed at a gallop, and I'm gonna continue my route around this area, which would be
Okay.
like
As you're
48.
coming up around the northeast side, you see looks like almost a barn. There's a lot of grasses and twigs that have been ripped up and piled up near this half collapsed barn. And right over here, if you can, you should be able to see there. Thing.
That's
Hold up
25.
there. Why is it? Oh, I'm on pan. What the heck?
36.
Okay. Okay. And Tixos.
Yeah.
Over here, you see this half collapsed barn. It looks like it's got
Okay.
near the front on the south side, near the opening on the south side. there's just big piles of looks like ripped up grasses and some twigs, few palm fronds. They're old and yellowed, half dried out. Um, and you notice that as you're moving, you're seeing a lot of scats around in the trees up in this area. Looks like
Scats? What cat
a
shit?
few small bones mixed in with them. Um, Something fresh. The smell is a little off. There's a bit of the acrid scent of a lot of urine in the ground up over here. Is that all your
Scats
movement?
as in cat shit? No, that was half of it. That was 48.
Okay.
So the thundering of beast hooves, everyone could probably hear that.
Yeah, cantering on a nice riding horse is a nice fast way to move.
This is a full gallop. So that was 30
Oh, you're at the full gallop now?
plus the
Okay,
40.
yeah. Yeah.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37.
As you're moving westward, the scats and the urine smell kind of fade. Um,
And that's the full move there.
you're coming around. Yep. Yeah, you still don't see any other signs of movement as you're skirting around here. A nice noisy full gallop. Um, okay. Is that your move?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Zelfa.
All right, Zelfa is still like you can almost see her pawing the ground like a horse. Like she wants to go in, but she's waiting for everyone to be here. I need
Okay.
my pride. I need everybody here. But she's going to be the first one in the hole. I promise you that. When everybody's here, she's going in.
The only one we're really waiting on is in.
Crick says, "Let me look
Okay.
first."
Okay. Okay, Kavik. But only because
All
it's you.
right. Said.
The only one we're
I'm
really
going to
waiting
go,
on is in Texas.
Grab a hold of Murder Face. Steer him to one of these guard towers. After me and him have a firm talking to.
Okay. So you
Fuck his
jog on
future
over.
with
Murder Face is meandering around up over there. It seems now that he's not right in the immediate vicinity of the tree, he seems to have settled down a bit. Looks like he actually might be moving towards these grasses and stuff over by this dilapidated barn.
this thing.
Over here. Looks like he's meandering his way over there. Once he, after Zilpha got his attention and got him to stop bolting.
I will take out my knife and peer into the barn.
Okay. As you're moving up towards the entrance of this half collapsed barn, you're seeing there are several in these straws and twigs and random foliage, really ripped up, piled up near the front of this. You're seeing what looks like um, kind of like bedding for some very large creatures. There's some uh, scattered bits of bone and
Makeshift kennel.
gnawed and cracked open bones and things like that. Actually, that you can see inside the little uh, what's left of this barn.
But
It-
having
Yeah,
raised and trained dogs, this strikes
yeah,
me as
yeah.
a kennel.
Uh, it looks like it's probably where the dire wolves have been lairing.
Alright. Cool. Nothing else is
Or
in there?
a significant number of them. You're looking at the bedding and nests that have been kind of trampled down. It looks like there's between 8 and 12 direwolves have been uh, bedding down, layering up in this or by this building for a significant amount of time. You know, the bedding that's been dragged in and stuff is pretty thoroughly crushed in the centers of these depressions in them. Um, there are bones that are obviously months and months old that have been cracked open. They're bleached completely white. There's no tissue or anything's left on them. All the marrow has been cracked and sucked out and all that.
Uh,
You
noted.
done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ernil,
Okay.
where are you?
Um.
Oh, yeah, you're almost up there with the tree. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to sort of be holding constantly.
Okay. So you're just heading the rest of the way up there with Kivik and Zilpha and Edward?
Oh yeah, where the cool people are.
I do like to try and keep my distance.
Say again?
I said I do like to try and keep my distance in case I have to shoot anything, though.
Right. Okay. Kivik.
Okay. Quick motions for everyone to, keep it quiet. Kind of shush him and direct him to hold the light so it doesn't filter into the hole. And he stealths up and pokes his head into the hole.
Okay.
What, hide in shadows? Are you going to roll it or?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
As you poke your head into the hole, you can see that the sides on each side as these two bowls follow the tap roots down into this hole in the ground. The side of the hole nearest you looks like it's actually been reinforced with some stones that have been embedded into the earth.
Kind
And
of create like handholds or something kind of thing? Or steps?
it doesn't look like handholds so much. You can see there's places on the sides of the of the these two tap roots that the hole descends down in between. Where there's these really heavy claw marks gouged into it on each side, like they're using their claws to climb in and out off each side of the walls, or the roots and the bark. They're pretty chewed up. You see there are some much fresher claw marks. There's a few like spaces where it looks like the claw marks have matched up over time, and there's kind of pockets gouged into the bark and into the wood of the tree. So it shouldn't be too difficult, even for looking at it. It shouldn't be too difficult, even for someone who's not skilled at climbing, to use these gouges in the bark.
Enough space
and
for
into the
Edward and
wood
his plate mail to get down
climb
through
down.
here.
It'll be a tight squeeze, but yeah, he should be able to work his way in. You know, he gets his
And
legs
how
down
far
in
down does it
first,
go,
and then
and can I hear or see anything?
it looks like it goes down 30, 35 feet. It's right at the edge of your visibility. You think you
But I
can see the
think I see
ground
the
down
bottom.
there. You're not
Okay.
quite sure. It may just be that that darkness is just closing in. It's
Right.
hard to tell.
Okay.
See where I'd be able to see the bottom.
I'll
You didn't
move.
poke your head in there.
Yeah, I know, but
I'll silently move my way down about 10 feet down.
Okay.
See if it opens up or anything. And does it go
Okay.
up?
No,
Quick look up.
it just goes
Just only
it
goes
just
down.
goes down. You have to kind of stretch a bit because you're so small. You manage to work your way down. You have a few awkward moments where your height is making it a little difficult to get to where these handholds have been gouged into the wood. But you manage without too much difficulty.
Okay, do I see it open up more now that I drop down a little bit?
Yeah, once you drop down about 10 feet, you see the floor is there. It looks like you notice about 10, 12 feet from the ground, the marks, the gouges in the wood that these two bowls and the tap roots that are coming down that have been used for climbing. Suddenly there's no more gouge marks in the wood for the last 12 feet. And there's a spot roughly 2.5, 3 feet in diameter where it looks like it's really heavily packed down in the center underneath this hole.
Like a jump off point or something?
It looks like the werewolves and stuff that they've been climbing down in here, they've just been jumping
Jumping down.
from about
That's their
12,
landing
15
spot.
feet up, and yeah, that's their landing spot. And quite probably they're also jumping back up and catching their first grip roughly at about 12 feet.
All right, so there's a 10-foot drop at least.
Yep.
Okay. All right, well, that's my turn, I imagine.
Okay. And Dixos? Continuing mad dash?
Yeah, what is this right here?
That's a DM tool. Ignore it. The little bright speck there.
Oh,
Ignore
okay.
it. That's something I was using to control the crazy light and shadows for the map.
Oh, okay.
It's atmosphere.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue my gallop. Let's see. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
10.
As you're riding up by this one pillar that's kind of standing away from the rest of them, you notice quite a bit thicker than the other pillars that you've seen, and around uh, the bottom 2 feet, where it used to be a fairly smooth, um, you know, sculpted base. It looks like it's been clawed and carved up, and the markings that seem to have been clawed into it resemble the markings that you saw on the anvil in the dungeon beneath Andil.
Oh hell.
Oh, okay. So the demonic alphabet.
Yeah, it looks like something's been clawing and scratching at the stone and trying to recreate the symbols that were in the around the
Okay.
keel of that anvil.
I'm gonna shout out to everybody.
There were the skulls with a
Guys,
dagger
looks-
piercing down through them.
Guys, it looks like
They're
there's
very
some
rough
demonic
and
writing
crude.
over here on this pillar. I'm gonna continue my gallop. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Delpha hears him say something about demonic writings. Where? I can't even see where's his voice coming from.
You wouldn't have actually heard him. He was too far away.
Oh. And he used to shout it so I could hear him.
Well, you can hear him galloping towards you at the moment right now. So,
Guys, there's demonic writing on this pillar over here.
Demonic writing?
now you
Where?
hear him. Yeah.
In Tixos, demonic writing? Where?
Back
Where?
over there, and I'm gonna point. With my
Show me,
pointing
show
tool.
me. Vic's getting ready to stick his head down in the hole, but Zelfa's like, demonic writing? Oh, hell no.
Vic's already down the hole. At least partially.
Oh, he is already down the hole. And Tixos, he's already
Yeah,
down the
Vic
hole.
has already started down the hall.
And Tixos, Vic's already started down this hole, but you got to show me this after. We got to make
So
sure he's
I'm
safe.
kinda pointing over there
Yeah,
as I pass.
And Texas, it doesn't look like what's been clawed, scratched into the stone is any sort of power or anything. It just looks like they were trying to imitate the symbols that were on that anvil.
Okay.
So 49, 50, 51.
We're getting ready to go down in this hole, and Tixos. Come on.
Okay.
You can fit
56,
with your fat
57,
ass.
58, 59.
It's gonna be a tight fit.
Tuck your man boobs in. It's time.
What?
Suck it.
Why are we going down
Suck
the hole?
Okay.
Because there's a
I'm
freaking
satisfied on
werewolf
this
down
search.
there.
So why don't we
And-
set the tree on fire and see if he comes out?
71, 72, 73, 74,
Because I heard something under there crunch the freaking werewolf we were fighting like he was nothing. There's something worse than a werewolf under there, and we need to go kick his ass.
Yeah.
All
alpha
more
werewolf.
reason to set the tree
Okay.
on fire.
And I'm good right there.
Kavix
Still
house
have
under
5
there.
more
I ain't
spaces,
setting
but-
shit on fire while Kavix under the tree. I mean,
Well,
I can grab his little halfling leg and drag him
Okay.
back out, but still.
Don't you think
Okay,
maybe?
hang on a second, guys. Hang on. I need a writing check from you in Texas.
Oh, beef. Poor beef. I might have to whistle again.
Okay, as you're coming up under the tree, you're moving fast enough that Beef doesn't seem to be really paying real close attention, but he's getting jittery. You kind of lose him for a minute, but he seems to just feeling you giving these commands, you're realizing that he's not going to willingly stay underneath this tree. He seems, since you're on his back still, he's not quite panicking, but he's very close to it.
Okay.
Do you have any movement left?
Yeah, I still have 5 spaces left.
Okay.
So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you turn, you ride back on out from under the tree, and he seems to settle down a bit.
That's the end of my turn. That's all my movement.
Okay. Zephyr?
Are we all here yet? Damn, I gotta get under there. Kavik's ass is still sticking out half under the tree, so I'm gonna wait. But it's killing me! I want to get into
Quick's
there.
10
and
feet down the hole.
Oh, he's 10 feet down the...
Yeah, I can.
Well, and Zilpha's gonna start slithering down after him. She's like, I can't, I know.
And as
fuck
soon
it,
as I hear
can't
movement
wait.
and look up, Sarah, I wave for her to go back.
Fuck! Okay, I go back. God, I hate this. I want to. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's where the actual hole is.
Okay.
Between the two boles of the tree. Okay. Zed, what are you doing? Fluffy and Murderface up there.
Is Silpha being that actually that loud?
Yes, Zilpha is having a hard time controlling herself. She so wants to kill the werewolf or whatever just killed the werewolf that is more badass than the werewolf. I mean, it's one day after the full moon. Hello. She's still feeling kind of catty.
As opposed to
Every other day of the month when she feels normal.
As opposed to us.
Yeah. There's a certain level of aggression that's still in Zilpha's blood that y'all don't have.
Silpha's always aggressive, regardless.
yeah.
Might be true.
Edward
Can
nods.
be, yeah.
He shrugs his shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah, might be true.
Not might be, it is true.
Doubly true today. It's the day after the full moon. She is she's just pumped with all kinds of like, ugh. I ate an entire
It's actually more than a day
frickin-
after the full moon now, honey.
I ate an entire freaking boar. Oh, that's right. It was like 8 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You traveled for better than a week to get here.
You're right.
So Zed,
You're right.
what were you,
I need to
what were you
take
doing
that
there?
into consideration. Quick old lady bio.
Wow. I'm gonna have Fluffy guard Murderface. Like I'll give her that command, and
Okay.
I'll walk about halfway, right till I'm not quite under the boughs of the tree,
Okay.
so I can discuss with them in a normal tone, while not being too close to whatever happens when whatever's down there eats Kavik and decides to investigate the sound.
Okay.
You have such confidence in
There we go.
It's not Kavik that I think is gonna be the tipping point here.
Arendelle?
Yeah. Still just standing and watching.
Okay.
Back.
Okay.
Like, how high do those guard towers look?
They're roughly 40 feet tall. The platform is about 40 feet up.
So I'm thinking of moving up into one of those to get a bit of higher ground that will allow me to see.
Okay, Quebec.
Okay. How much of it is a problem to be to go back up quietly?
You could
'Cause
climb
that's what
back
I
up
want to
fairly.
do.
Yeah, you could climb back up fairly easily.
I'm back.
You know, you're still 10 feet or so above the where the handholds kind of disappear.
Right.
Um,
And I didn't see the body of the werewolf that she heard crunch laying down there or anything, right?
No, you did not.
Okay. So yeah, I'm climbing back up quietly.
As you're starting to climb back up, you hear, everyone that's right up by the tree there can hear this, is echoing cacophony of barks and howls and yipping, and then you hear kind of just below it, Kvik. You can distinguish there are some sounds like relatively high-pitched voices crying.
Human voices? Crying or
Really hard to
shrieking
tell
or
with the echoing and everything. I mean, it's all echoing up. It sounds like coming up along a fairly long passage. And
right.
it's
Is
like
it
all the
crying
sounds are
or
echoing
shrieking?
multiple times. It kind of between the surges of the barking and howling, you hear some just very, very lightly, sounds like possibly crying or whimpering. Fairly high pitched.
Okay. Am I back out?
Yeah, you're back up on top here.
Okay. I'll get back up and keeping the voice kind of low, just enough for the immediate vicinity to can hear. As like it drops down about the last 10 feet is a drop. It opens up into a chamber, which is probably some underground chamber. And did he hear anything about Zed talking about lighting a tree on fire? Did he hear that part?
Yeah, that was before you started climbing down.
Okay. So he motions for Zed to come a little bit closer and said, lighting the tree on fire will take care of all this, but it's not going to take care of the guy. He's underground. Fire's not going to do that. I mean, it's not going to affect that.
Give me an intelligence check.
Alright. Because everyone knows heat rises. So, I mean, we'll probably be burning this tree down to get rid of this mess that they have here, but it's, yeah, I agree with that, but it's not going to take care of who we're after. It's not going to solve that.
Yeah, let's go kick his ass. Zelfa's got Kvik's back. You know I got it.
Seems like you are literally going into Beast Den.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go in. Let's need to tie up a rope and to drop down there because, like I said, it's a 10-foot drop or so. There might be another exit out of here. I mean, I'd be surprised if they didn't have some other kind of exit out of here. But just in case, let's have something set up to help us get out once we're done in there.
And Zed, you said the magic word.
He said the magic word.
I don't know what that means.
You said the magic word, one of the key words for what this encounter is about. That you're bracing them in his den.
Oh, heck yeah!
As soon as you hit those key points, what things are about, and you know.
So that's probably all I got. I mean, for the moment.
Okay. And success. And success.
Well, I guess I'm gonna look around for everyone else's horses.
Way
A
back
few
at
of them
the
are still
start.
milling
Looking
around
way
down
back
by where
down.
you had the fight. They're slowly wandering away from the dead bodies, kind of following where Grunt led Nubs off to. They seem to be drifting towards them, Grunt and Nubs.
Except for Larry. Larry's
and
standing right where he was in military attention.
no, he's not, honey. He's a pack animal still, or herd animal.
Larry?
Other than that, there's Murderface and Fluffy are up near where you saw the half collapsed barn. And Fluffy seems to be on guard watching Murderface up there.
I would have staked Murderface by that barn.
Yeah, I figured that. Hesser is following Larry, of course.
Everybody should follow Larry. Larry's badass. Took Vic's
And
back
I'm gonna
out.
dismount.
Vic
Dismount
crawled
here
his
and
ass
just leave.
back out of the hole.
Gonna leave
Yes,
Beast
he has crawled back on
with the
out.
horses.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
I will help Intixos bring all the rest of the animals up to
I'll
by
leave them there.
Murderface and Fluffy at least.
Aww.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Okay. I just, for the sake of brevity, how are you guys? What exactly are you guys doing? Or go a little bit more freeform than this. This is taking a little longer than I was wanting it to here.
Delph is
Yeah.
going in.
You know, I understand you guys are doing things, and some of them are significant, but kind of take it out of the turn order stuff.
Right. I think
Zilpha's going in. She
the
ain't
idea is that we
having
get the rope
this.
tied around the tree and send it down into the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Zilva's going in, and she's gonna start kicking ass on the first dude she sees. She's still got the periaptive mundane protection on
Edward
her.
will
She
go in
is
first, so
ready to go.
we'll insist
Oh
Edward's in
hell
first.
no! I'm going in first.
Strength check.
Fight, fight, fight!
Fine, Edward can go first. I'm not gonna fight him. Just go, stupid idiot.
Okay. So you spend a minute or so getting a good loop of rope on the tree trunk, and the rope drop down into the hole, and then you all start descending. Edward and
Oh hell
Zilpha,
yeah!
both adamant about being first. He eventually concedes to Edward. Okay, for tokens down in here, let me shift ping you guys. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For the tokens down in here, who has a visible light source?
I
Other
do.
than
I
Zilph and
have
Edward, I know you have
And
your
Tixos.
Eldritch
Eldritch
torches.
torches.
And
Who
Tixos
else has a
60
visible
foot.
light source?
And Tixos has
Everybody
60
has
foot
the
light.
option.
I can't hold mine because I need to have both hands free for my bow.
I will.
Oh bother!
I will take out
I'm
mine.
going like daylight.
By the way, still has an arrow knocked in ready.
Good. Have it ready. Silver
I forgot to do
arrow.
that on your token.
It's
and
a silver
Tixos.
arrow, yes. Given what we're fighting, I'm not stupid enough not to have a silver arrow.
Okay,
Just
so
checking.
you see, it's with Antixos and Zed both having the continual light stones. It's pretty brightly lit in this as you drop down into the cave. The impact spot from repeated heavy landings is right about between Zed and Antixos there. You see, there are a lot of scattered paw prints coming in and out. There are there are dark clods of dirt scattered around. Look like they're actually probably just where droplets of blood have fallen to the dirt and soaked in. There are the sounds of the howling and barking. It's echoing very, very loudly. It's almost to at this point it's
Holy crap! Who's making this much noise on the
Zed,
freaking
open mic.
mic? Zed! Stop it.
you,
Okay.
it's loud enough echoing down in here and disorienting enough where you either have to raise your voices or lean into each other's ears to talk to each other at this point.
Initiative?
The sounds of whimpering and crying are getting louder and louder, and about every 25-30 seconds there is a loud, just piercing shriek of just pure terror.
I'm ready.
Is this just a cavern, or does this look like some kind of passage?
That's just the shape of the cavern. The walls in here look like there's tendrils of roots from the massive tree above, kind of weaving in and out of the walls. A few places where they're hanging and dripping free. It all appears to be very long dead. That this huge tree has probably been dead for centuries, from what it looks like. And it's visible in the roots. Some of the roots almost look like they're starting to petrify. So, what are you guys doing?
Initiative?
Nick will, or
Nope.
Quick will stealth up and scout forward.
Hell, Zilph is following. She ain't playing.
Okay. Yeah, just you can move your tokens, just don't move them in big jumps. Move them, just a couple of squares at a time. Okay. Okay. Rick, as you come up to where you can see around the corner, okay.
Yeah.
Right about here. Just on the edge where you can see good. You see what looks like a torso of a hybrid werewolf. But it's just a torso. There's blood splattered all over the wall and in the corridor here. You see shattered bone fragments. Um, a couple of them embedded with little tufts of fur in some of the rough edges on the walls. And you catch in the corner of your eye, up over there, the lower jaw with some scorch marks on it of a hybrid form werewolf.
Alrighty. I'll sneak up to this corner and peer around down the hall past it a little bit. Do I see blood trail or anything beyond it? Or steps?
Yeah, as you move a little further, you see more and more signs of just like something exploded or literally ripped apart. And there's you see a chunk of meat, probably from a thigh, from a leg, on one side of the corridor. On the other side, you see the dismembered foot. And it's all very fresh. I mean, the blood is still slowly dripping down the walls.
Okay. I'll keep moving forward. Looking for any places where it looks like it might be kind of flat, like there might be some kind of concealed door there or something. Keep an eye out for that kind of thing. But
okay.
And also paying attention to the sounds.
Yeah,
the screaming and the hollering.
Okay. You hear another just piercing shriek, and it seems like the yipping and barking is kind of coming in waves after each shriek as you're moving further in, getting closer to the source of the sounds. And as you're coming up, you hear it sounds like it's like right in front of you. You know, it's part due to the echoing nature with your stout bloodline. Just kind of gives you that clue that you're within 100, 150 feet of the source of these cries of terror and pain.
All right. I'm going to look back and seeing that someone with light came around the corner. I'm going to wave them all forward. I think we need to move in quick. And wait for everyone to catch up to me.
Okay. The rest of you guys moving your tokens up, or where you at? Okay, as you guys are moving up next to Kavik, you hear sounds like a heavy thud against like some large wooden structure, and whimpering and crying, and
is this
sounds
again
like, and it's sort of a dragging sound, and it sounds like a small child.
Okay, thank you. Sound like the same child or lots of different children?
There's multiple voices. It's just this one voice and this one source. It sounds like it's suddenly a lot closer after there's this booming, this kind of hollow wooden thud.
Okay.
Hey, I got a
Give up.
roll 20.
Okay.
On the stealth thing, and we're gonna just move forward. Quick will be like double timing while everyone else is just moving their normal rate.
Okay. You're coming up, and you're seeing as you move into this little open chamber.
Everyone keep up.
There are more dismembered body parts. Looks like mostly from the werewolf that you're pretty sure just fled down into here. There's some scorch marks from Antixos's burning flaming sphere on some of the bits and pieces. Okay. Zed and Zilpha,
Moving out.
you guys
Zed said he had to
keeping up?
reload.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
back.
yeah, that's fine.
So the sounds, are they coming from the north or from the southeast?
As you come up to this intersection, it
User
sounds
disconnected
like
from your channel.
there are different groups. The sounds from coming to you from the north sound more like children. The sounds coming from the southern passage sound more like women.
Is there screams?
It seems mostly to have dropped down to whimpering and sobbing. That.
Do we hear the
Hysterical crying, but to the point where it's like it's not actual bawling crying, it's a hiccuping, almost soundless,
right?
Helpless.
Do we hear the yipping, the dog sounds anymore?
Yeah, the yipping and growling seems mostly to be coming from the southeastern passage there.
Alrighty.
And there's very little sounds of crying coming from that direction anymore. Just a couple occasional, almost startled, pained expressions.
Do we see blood streaks to the southeast or to the north? Or bloody footprints?
I mean, there's all sorts of blood spatter scattered all over the place. Give me an observation check.
Okay, thank you.
As you're looking at this right now. Good roll. Okay. From what you can tell and what you're seeing here, you kind of move past the body parts of the hybrid werewolf that was apparently just ripped apart, and there are some very heavy footprints, canine footprints. Some of them with blood in the claw marks at the front, where the toes dig into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They're very fresh, moving up to the north.
To the north. Big footprints to the north. Okay. Looks like we lost Zilpha for the moment. Alright. No, that's our target, so we're heading north.
Okay. Start moving up to the north. You see a rough wooden barricade. Looks like it's some of the heavier roots that have been ripped out and lashed together with some sort of hide, or maybe guts, or sinew, guts and sinew from something. It's a pretty heavy structure. It sounds like most of the whimpering sounds are coming from just past the barricade.
Okay. Take a look inside. Can I see beyond that other barricade, the second barricade?
Yeah,
Can I
you
see
move
through it?
up. You move up. You see there's a second barricade which actually stretches the full width across the passage, and is lashed to um, the some of the roots in the walls on either side, and there's a small gap right about there, where maybe a small portion of this is movable. It's a little difficult to tell.
Mm-hmm. And you said it was just sinew holding it together, right?
Yeah.
I'll go up and peer through it, and I should be able to peek
Okay.
through.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna. Oh, haha. Can't move you through a light wall when I'm looking through your light radius. Okay. All right. Okay. Basically, what you see there are up in the distance. There's some looks like a pretty bright fire, and you can see 3, 4 kids from between the ages of 9 and 15. Um, they look very. We can see in the light from the distance is they look very haggard. Several of them have. Uh, it looks like they might have been repeatedly scratched in the faces with claws, and claws dug into their arms, but not like they were being ripped apart or fed on, but just being
Do they look like they're covering in something
slowly.
from something immediate going by? And do those footprints look like they headed this way?
The footprints didn't actually come up by the barricade from
Okay.
what you saw.
And do they look currently threatened?
No, they look to be huddling around the fire, and
Okay.
they're all very obviously utterly terrified, and sobbing, and hysterically, and hiccuping,
If they don't look
laughing,
immediately
their whole
threatened
body's
at this point in
shaking, but
time,
not making you. But they're crying so hard that they're almost not making. They're barely making any sound.
right? And there's no signs that this gate has recently been moved, or if there is a gate here.
Yeah, once you get past it, you can see that there's basically right where you're at, or when you're peeking through. There's just a little bit, a spur on the backside of the left side of where the small gap is, and there's a loop of rope hooked around that. It would actually be fairly easy to slip your short sword or a dagger through and cut the rope or flip it off.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 2.5 feet up. I mean, the barricade's only 5.5 feet tall, so I mean, a tall person could actually just see over it and probably reach through and grab that rope.
Again,
You would
they're
have
not
to
in any.
use something to jimmy it.
They don't appear to be in any immediate threat. We can see how they can get them out. I'll go ahead and return back to the group and get on to more pressing matters.
Okay.
Moving forward. And as I come back, I'll tell the rest of the group they got a bunch of kids held up in there, but they don't look don't look like they're in trouble right now. We've got to remember to come back to them. We need to find this thing, take care of it first, I think. Any thoughts?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Coming up.
Probably trying to make more.
Also, got to remember we got one down here.
Okay.
Yeah, Arendelle, see these tracks? I think this is the guy we're after.
I know.
Or
I'm
at least I saw
just
him back
saying.
there.
I know.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
just saying. Got one up here and one down there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm following the big guy, or at least I think I am.
Okay.
My tracking has been pathetic as of late.
Did Zofia say anything? Did I miss something?
She was saying in Discord that lightning struck or something like that.
Okay. Well, yeah, I wasn't watching Discord.
She was just saying Zilfer attacks anything until she gets back.
Yeah, no powers. Did say they have no power. Saw the flash.
Okay. All right. So I will keep her caught up with you guys.
So keep moving forward. Like I said, not necessarily stealthy pace. All right, what do I see?
Okay.
Everybody can keep up.
Yeah, I gotta double check your light radius.
Yeah, Edward's there too, so it helps a little.
Yeah. The you're noticing a little bit that there are a series of small scuff and drag marks, right along with these heavy paw prints that you're following, where there's little traces of blood still in the claw, where the claws are dug into the dirt.
What are these outcroppings here?
Just those are some large mushrooms and fungus that are growing. It's fairly damp in the cave in down underneath here.
Quick
It's just
doesn't
like
like
fungus and stuff that's growing down there.
Quick doesn't like underground fungus stuff. The claw marks. Which way did they go? Can I see them still?
Yeah, you can see them. The drag marks, that drag and scuff marks that are along with them, are make it fairly obvious.
So to the north, or southeast?
Yeah, to the north and a bit to the east.
Okay.
As you're passing out into where it opens up, and it's a pretty large open area. The You hear some excited yipping, and the whimpering sound gets, you can hear it from like straight up northeast, on the far side of this large open area that you're looking into. You hear a short, barking, almost commanding voice. You can't make out what it said, what word was said, but it was a very sharp, barking-ish command. and suddenly the whimpering like pauses for a moment, then starts up again. Like the shaking, shuddering quality to sounds like a small girl, like
Yeah, Edward's gonna head
very
forward,
young
and
girl.
Quick's splitting off to the side.
Okay.
They're heading towards the sound.
Okay. Pause there for a moment. Hello.
Hello to who?
Yeah, no, I tried to roll a macro on the character sheet that doesn't have that attribute, relevant attribute, so okay. Okay. As you are moving up, you hear another sharp, barking, commanding tone.
Again from the northeast.
Yeah, still from the northeast. And then you hear sounds like several wolves start baying and howling. And then answering from the southeast, you hear several more wolves responding with howling. And you start hearing the sounds of running paws echoing in the cave.
Would like to take an action.
Okay.
I'd like to read that scroll of protection from lycanthropes.
Okay. You can do that. Well, you don't actually read it. You pull it up and you just tear it. You unroll it and tear it, and it takes effect.
I'll do that.
Okay. Give me a roll 5d6, please. I'm going to clear the turn order. I'll let you guys redo the initiatives with your tokens on this map.
Oh, fuck you. Oh.
Do I detect some jealousy over my Kabuli Palau?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it at 0. Let it count down from there. Okay, initiative, everybody.
Second one for Quick, if you haven't already.
Okay, it's
Barrendale,
good.
please.
Yep. And for the protection scroll, I was gonna have it start at 0 and go to -11. Oh. That way it stays in the same place on the turn order every time.
Another way you
And
can do it is like add 1,000 to it or something.
Yeah. All up their mace. Okay. And ascending. Everybody set? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who's up first? Dead.
I will rotate to face the southeast, and when something gets within, I will color spray it.
Okay. So you're prepping a color spray? Ready?
Ah, got it.
All right. Okay. You see coming up the passage, somewhat scattered, a. Be able to see all that. Double check. Yeah. Pack of. Did you just move on accident there, Zed?
Nope,
Or
I
were
rotated.
you still? Were you okay? Because you're like dancing around on the screen.
The southeast of Zilpa by 1 square.
Okay. Yeah. You see. It looks like one dire wolf and 5 normal-sized wolves are coming rushing up through the cavern. They're about. The nearest one is about 25 feet away from you. And I believe that's your initiative. Is that too far away for your color spray? I think it's only 15 foot.
That is correct.
Okay, so come back. You hear the sounds of
Here
a
in
bunch of
the,
wolves coming charging up from the south.
I'm going to attempt to hide in shadows.
Okay.
Are you rolling or am I?
Got it.
All right. And that, check my ranges here. That's medium. I'm hearing stuff come up, so I'm going to. Do I hear movement rushing up behind me as well? Or is the fast movement only from the south?
You hear sounds of movement coming from both the south and the northeast.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I have. It's apparently the sounds to the south are closer to me, that I can tell.
At the moment, yeah.
All right, I'm going to Just move and fire at this one.
Okay. As you shift to the side to start to fire your staff sling, you see this dire wolf is his eyes snap towards you, and he's lets out a low rumbling growl.
Oops. Start over.
Catch a glancing blow off the shoulder. Kind of cracks one of the bony plates on on either side of its spine. It doesn't seem to bother him very much at all, though. And takes us.
Oh, bother. I guess I'm just gonna have to, well, shoot a shot at the farthest one and then make a half move. Let's see here.
Yeah, to the east past the mushrooms, you can see a couple of wolves rushing up towards the others in the light from Zed's. Coming off of Zed.
Oh, bother. Looks like I'm gonna shoot at this one, the farthest one. Looks like it's at medium range. So,
I didn't double check their facing.
sling. This one. Let's see, bullets.
Okay.
Uh,
Yep.
Do I get flanking?
Medium range. What's that?
So -2 for medium, +1 for flanking.
No. You only get
-1.
flanking rear if it's in short range. Flanking rear, higher ground only apply in short range. Otherwise, it's
I'll
okay.
do half move.
Yeah. Now, as it's bounding forward, your sling stone skips off the ground underneath it.
That's still a pretty decent roll.
And you move up closer to the others. That's it.
Yep, that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. Erndil.
So, I am going to turn. Come on. Basically, I'm direwolf.
If you're turning and shooting something, you can just do the attack macro, and it tells me which one it is. So,
Direwolf and
hello,
coming.
Erndil. Ha! There it is. Okay. That.
Boom.
Okay, you turn. You are you doing rapid fire?
Yes.
Standing still and rapid firing, or okay? So do your second shot also. Your first shot slams into its chest and staggers this wolf, rears up for a moment after as the arrow impacts into its chest. Okay. Second one strikes into its chest as it's reared up from the first shot, and the second one looks like it just cracks right into and through its sternum, and the force of it catching this massive wolf. I mean, it's 9 feet long, in the chest as it's reared up, sends it toppling over backwards. Okay. Okay. Seeing the direwolf going over backwards like that seems to cause some confusion with the smaller wolves. They're turning and looking at the dire wolf and barking and yipping back and forth. Edward's turn.
He is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set up here defensively,
Okay.
waiting for whatever's coming from the northeast. Ready to guarding.
Okay. Zilpha hisses at the wolves, seeing them responding a little bit of confusion, and then turns and trots on up over near Edward towards where the other sounds are approaching. And okay, that one is dead. Okay, a little bit one at a time to here. Approaching a little bit cautiously after hearing the yelps of pain. See 3 more dire wolves come out from a gap in the between 2 pillars ahead of you, and they start fanning out, starting to look like they're going to start circling around Edward and Zilpha. And you hear a short brief hiccuping sound and a thud, and then this just horrendous howl that echoes through your skulls. I need everybody to make a save versus paralyzation. Oh, I should have said it. Wisdom bonuses apply
I got no wisdom bonus.
if you have any. I don't know if anybody but Zilpha has a wisdom bonus for their saves, but
Kvik definitely did not. Pass.
Eh.
I can hit things, but I just can't save to save my life. Literally.
Okay. Kvik and Tixos. Arundel and Edward. You are all this just wave of terror ripples through you, and you can't even think. Or just the fight or flight trigger has just been thrown to flight. You must spend your next action running away as fast as you are capable of. Running away from the towards the southwest. Who made their save? Zed and Zilpha. Zilpha's AFK at the moment. So Zed, you notice that after this howling sound, the wolves that are the smaller wolves that are to the southeast seem to find their resolve again and start focusing more intently on you guys again. There's the fear icon. I'm not seeing the fear icon for. No, there it is. Okay, for Erndo. That. We've experienced this once before. If you remember, it does not last particularly long.
Just long
Thankfully,
enough
Okay.
for you all to die.
Thankfully, I only have a half left.
I said you must spend your next full action.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Full action, but before you hadn't said full action, you had just action.
Oh,
Either way.
yeah. Yeah, you guys
Full
aren't going to get
non-action move is
your-
double move.
your multiple attacks on this round. So that's just going to take us right into the next round. You have. Okay, that's one round off on Zed's protection scroll. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
So what do we roll initiative with if we're running? Just
Size based.
Base initiative. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody set? Oh, Zilpha. Which is especially important since she isn't fleeing. Okay. So we got everybody. Okay. Zed? What are you doing?
I'm going to move straight. Trying to find where you can move 12, right? Trying to find that one. Oh, trying to find the one making all the noise, howling, lycanthrope.
Okay, yeah, all you could really tell is it sounded like it was coming from behind the three direwolves. From what you can tell. What you could tell.
That's my full move.
That'd be a nice lightning bolt.
Okay.
You can pull something out while you're right.
Yeah, you can take something out as you're moving. If you're
Just
I was like,
time for that, Zed. Nothing.
Oh, I was gonna chuck one of those copper pieces I had at the direwolves behind them or whatever.
do what?
I cast continual light on all those copper pieces. I was going to
okay.
attempt to throw one while I ran. Not particularly.
Did you do a jog movement or did you just do a full movement?
Not sure what the difference is. I moved 12. If that's all I can do, that's fine.
That's a full move. You can still take an action.
Oh, then yes, I would like to throw one of those copper pieces in this general direction.
Okay.
Again, not real particular on where it lands, as long as it gets somewhere behind there.
Yep, no problem. Okay.
Is a full move all that we're required to do? Have we failed? Oh, Zed didn't fail, I see.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
Never mind.
Josh?
It became a non-issue when Zed didn't have to run because of fear.
Never mind. Never mind. Can you hear me?
Said move 12 and just threw a coin, continue light coin over in that direction.
I know. Yeah, never mind. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So now in the brightly lit passage where you just tossed that coin, you see a nearly 9 foot tall black furred werewolf. And it's a little difficult to tell. As I mean, he comes rushing out. It's almost like he's blackness, not just black furred. You're really not even in the bright light from the continual light coin that Zed just tossed. It's his whole shape is somehow shadowy. Like his fur is shadows, not actual fur. Is the impression that you get as he comes rushing out.
Hell no.
Yeah, and let me get it to go to us. See, this is the problem with having been playing Dungeons and Dragons most of my life and not other games where it's called a GM instead of where things are called GM instead of DM, because I kind of like DM roll instead of GM roll and it's not working. What the hell? The commands should be interchangeable. Okay.
Especially when focused on
As he's
D&D.
charging up, he leaps towards Edward.
Maybe I won't have to run.
Stupid. I hate it when it does that. Doesn't like that I changed the name of the. Won't let me call the attack macro. Okay. Okay. Seeing the panic look on Edward's face as he's getting ready to start to bolt,
Almost
this
missed.
shadowy werewolf gets this rumbling, chuckling sound comes out as he dives in. It doesn't actually strike him with his claws. He grabs Edward by the shoulders and lifts him up to his maw. And I mean, actually, I need to do the
Is
second
there a
attack
grapple check in there?
also. Huh?
A grapple check in there? To grab me and pick me up?
If he strikes with both of his claw attacks, it's just as a grasping attack against a feared opponent. Okay, he only gets one good grip. His other paw seems to slide off of Edward's armor, and he doesn't quite manage to lift him up and completely destroy him with his bite. Still gets to try to bite him, but okay.
Ouch.
He drags Edward up, still kind of halfway with the one shoulder as he's kind of slipping and trying to jerk himself away frenetically. And he leans down and he just closes. I mean, you lose sight of Edward's entire shoulder, his entire left shoulder. Inside this wolfman, you hear a sickening crunch as the werewolf just tears into his shoulder.
And snap him out of his fear, his fight back.
Not exactly. Oh, sorry, I double clicked. And Tixos. Run away, run away.
Oh, bother. I'm scared as hell and I'm running away. I get to move 24 squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15,
Okay,
16,
you can stop there.
17.
And Tixos, you can stop
Yeah, here.
right there. Once you're 120 feet away, the effect fades.
Okay, I'll remove the effect from my character. Is there
Yeah,
any
the fear
particular
effect
facing
fades
that I
once
have
you
to
get
take?
120 feet away from him.
Is there any particular facing that I have to take, or can I choose my facing?
No. Once you get control of yourself again, you can reset yourself.
Alright, so in that case, I'm gonna face back towards the enemy. That's the end of my
What?
turn.
You don't want your back to everything? Go figure.
I'd want my back to everything.
Do you? Not yet. Okay. The regular wolves, they start smelling the fear and knowing that this means a good meal. Prey that runs. They actually rush up. Two of them up to Arundel. Okay, wrong button. Pulling them towards Kick. And right, yeah. Okay. From class 6, does that hit you, Quick? Nope. Well, two of the three so far running up, trying to pounce on Kvik, have caught nothing but glancing teeth off of what little bits of metal and protection he has on him. All three of them do. Okay.
Dodged.
You're a small target. You're harder to hit.
It's all in the hips.
Okay. One of the wolves manages to get a glancing bite on Arunda on your calf as you're looking, trying to figure out how the hell you're going to get out of this now with these wolves charging up onto you. And the second one gets you a little bit more solidly on the other leg. As they're grabbing at you, biting at your legs, trying to pull your feet out from under you. Give me a strength check with a +1. Because your panic is going to make it. You're fighting all that much harder to keep your feet so you can run away. Just don't roll a 20. Okay.
I swear to God,
You
if
keep
you
your
had
feet.
jinxed it.
Okay, that's the regular wolves. Quick.
All right. I assume I can't run through them, or can I? Since I'm running in fear from the big bad guy in behind me.
Give me a wisdom check. If you pass the wisdom check, I will let you try to tumble past them. Okay.
All right. Well, let's see. Here's tumble.
You're gonna have a -2 on the tumbling check due to your panic state.
Okay, I guess I don't get very
You
far.
managed. You're getting past them, but you don't avoid the attacks of opportunity in the process. So you still
Okay.
move past them.
Okay.
You didn't miss by very much, but they do get the attacks of opportunity. One catches you with a. Hey! Second one misses horribly. Third one misses. So one of them got you, grabbed your arm, tried to your staff sling caught between on the side of its jaw, is biting at your arm as you're trying to dive past, and it just kind of makes your arm hang in its mouth for that extra second, and it crunches down on your wrist, and then you shake yourself free, rip yourself free, and start running, and keep running. Hey, Zilpha going ape shit on the big bad guy. We all know this. This is a no-brainer. Okay, and I don't know what spell she has memorized. I'm not gonna bother with that. No ammo. Okay. She clocks him upside the on the in the shoulder, on the arm that he's grasped Edward with, and manages to the force of the blow kind of shakes his hand enough that he loses his grip on Edward. Takes 5 points damage. Okay. Arendelle.
Okay. Withdraw back into this square.
You have to move away from, yeah.
Yeah, I am too.
So you're going to get 2 attacks of opportunity. I mean,
Even with the withdraw.
You cannot make the withdraw action. You are in panic flight or magical fear. One minute, 2. And they both missed you anyways. Those are normal wolves. They're not a huge deal.
That there should get me to 120.
Yeah, you're not at 120 feet from him yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 95.
Yeah, you're 95 at the moment. Basically, where Antixos is, that diagonal, and that's where you're going to get it. Okay, you can stop there. You get over where Antixos is. Edward is going to. Hey. Get a claw attack on Edward. Misses. And Okay, Edward gets about there. Managing to dodge all the attacks thrown at him as he was running. So one dire wolf stalks over towards Zed and sort of pivoting itself around him. Not quite flanking. Looks like it's making room for one or more of his buddies to come in and attack also. Takes a bite at Zed. Hitting armor class -2. That hits for 3 points of damage. This one, seeing fleeing prey, comes up and takes a bite at Kvik. Your attack, damage bonus. Right you for 6. Third one moves up to help the master. Diltha. Bonuses. Ooh. Critical hit, doing 8 points of damage. 3 of which is mitigated by her parry-opt. Okay. End of the round. Everyone who was feared is now free of the fear effect. It only lasts for 1 full round. Two rounds off on the protection from lycanthropes out of 11. Is everybody there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone's so quiet. You guys are not normally that quiet.
We're missing one person.
Yes. We are, unfortunately.
We're practicing
accounts
being
for-
quiet.
And the other
Almost
thing
all
is
of the
we just
noise.
the other thing is we just got our asses handed to us.
Okay. We got their initiative set up?
Shoot.
Oh no, Kvik! What'd you roll that for? You're supposed to be fast.
Yeah.
Kvik!
Well, I was just running my ass off as fast as my little legs could catch me. Maybe Edward will be able to run back there in time.
Everyone set?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Zed, you're up first.
Well, nice knowing you guys. I will attempt to blind this dire wolf with color spray.
The one right in your face.
Yeah.
Okay. It fails its saving throw.
I live.
It is blinded.
No. It's color spray. It comes on its
You
hit
color
dice.
sprayed?
Roger.
Okay, wait. How many hit dice do you have? Give me the roll for the spell.
I have 4.
The macro.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's fucking smart. I apologize.
Okay. I said you were blinding him with the light spell then. So
No, I
hit
was
dice
making
level
assumptions.
It's equal hit dice to you. Unconscious for 6 rounds. He's just
Wait,
out cold.
I made assumptions on his hit dice. That's why I said blinded.
You gained a level since the last time you cast one on a direwolf.
I apologize.
Go sleepy 5. He's unconscious. Okay. Make sure you guys are adding your spell experience for 50 experience per spell level.
Roger.
Elena, I just realised something. I never did my level up from the end of last session.
Didn't you?
No, because I had
Last
to,
session, there was
Yeah, I
no
had
level
to-
up. Or
Also,
prior
your
XP.
last section, I don't think.
because I remember asking if I could take that mastery proficiency at the time, but you said wait until after the session. But we'd ended in the middle of combat, so I didn't do it then.
Yeah. That was right. You did your hit points and stuff though, right?
Yes, I did the hit points.
Okay. Yeah, so since there hasn't really been a break for you guys, you went straight from the fight to, checking things out and coming down in here. You can do that after we're done.
Yeah.
With the encounter.
Yeah.
You haven't had the really had time to rest and let things sink in yet,
Yeah.
Okay, so dead, unconscious, the one, and success.
Oh, bother. I can see the tail end of something right here. But that's all I can see. It looks like a tail, so I'm gonna take the chance that it's a dire wolf or something. And I'm gonna cast lightning bolt. And it's gonna be the 80-foot one. So I'll cast that as soon as I can get down to my token. Let's see. Lightning bolt.
Yeah, can you give me the range order on that real quick? So I can...
It's 270.
Oh, you've got Zilpha's light source and a couple continual lights up there, so you'll be able to see pretty good. I don't know about the angle. Might be you're looking up long.
Oh, that wolf is
Yeah.
also backlit.
Okay, yeah, you can see everything there, and it's range. Okay. And you're doing a single bolt or forked bolt?
Forked.
User
So
in your
it's gonna
channel timed
start
out.
in this space and this space, and it's gonna go northeast. So
Right,
I'll
it's
put
gonna go
the
straight away
token
from
down
you.
for that.
40 feet. You got the token for the lightning bolt? There you go. Okay. That will work. It catches both and favors your spell. It's not your specialty. Saving throw bonus or penalty. Direwolf. What was your
User
damage?
joined your channel.
Ew, 15.
Oh shit! 15 damage sucks. 32541. Holy shit. Oh well. There's
That's
always
not
a
bad.
perk level 1.
It happens.
Sucks when you're all crappy for
So,
spells.
do I get 3 spell levels out of that or not?
Hey. The uh the shadowy looking werewolf, you seems to see like the shadows just shred off of its body as the lightning bolt just racks him, and he staggers and falls to one knee. The dire wolf, on the other hand, the lightning just kind of skitters off the bony plates on its back and moves onward.
But he still takes 7 damage, right?
What's that? Yeah,
He still
it
takes
still
7
took half
damage, right?
damage. It didn't do a whole lot to the dire wolf, but it really racked the werewolf.
I guess that's the one we really want to hurt.
Yep. I should have moved it to the back beforehand. Okay, so. Okay. Right token. I did that backwards. Huh. I did minus, and then what he will have left. Instead of minus the full amount. Okay. Alright. Werewolf. He's not happy about that at all. Let me morale check. Okay. The werewolf, after getting just racked by that lightning bolt, withdraws. The shadows.
Oh, hell no.
Ah.
Oh,
Attack of opportunity, yeah.
hell no.
Zilpha. Alright.
Come on, Zilpha. Bash this thing.
Judgment. I'm gonna ask you guys for, as a group, judgment call. Will Zilpha pursue the big werewolf, or will she deal with the dire wolf that in her face?
She would pursue the big one.
He would pursue the big one.
Did Zilpha have to leave?
She lost power in their neighborhood.
Yeah, the lightning storm out there, and she sent a message on Discord. Okay, so she pursues him. We get an attack of opportunity from the dire wolf.
She would have gotten an attack of opportunity in the first place when the direwolf left. Yes.
Werewolf.
Did you do that? When the werewolf left?
The werewolf did a withdrawal action.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, it missed her anyways. Now she's following this bugger into the darkness, keeping him within the range of her torch. Doing her best to clobber him with her mace. She misses. Okay. Edward. Edward is racked. Ouch.
Yeah.
Edward got wasted.
Tough.
So moving to
One of the
there.
problems is all the critters between him and the healer.
Yeah.
Now, if he goes around the other way and kills the critter,
Okay, that'll be a flank attack. I'm assuming he's going after
Ed,
Direwolf, coming up on you.
add one to that, so hit aim AC4.
Okay, that hits. Okay. You got its attention.
Good,
And
I think.
so it turns, leaving Vic, and attack the source of pain. A little bit. Oh, come on. Thanks. Thank you. It thoroughly misses. The blind one. Now. Okay.
Blind or unconscious?
Oh, that's right. It's unconscious. Never mind. I said blind before, so stuck in my head. Okay, that one's unconscious. This one is going to call Alpha. Get a rear attack on her. That hits. She's actually in really good shape still. Okay. That's the Direwolves. Arendelle.
Yeah, so from where I am, I'm going to call to Kavik and Edward to say, once you guys have dealt with the direwolf, can you guys please drop at your feet arrows that you have? I'm starting to run quite low.
Okay, so you're making a half move and then you're going to take your 3 attacks?
Yeah, depending on what I can see.
Well, there's light sources up there, so... Yeah, you can see the direwolf that Vic and Edward are engaged with. You can see 2 of the wolves that are just past them. That's about all that you see. The angles through the cavern.
I'll just unload.
Short range for the direwolf, or was that point blank and short?
Fully in short.
All 3 of those should be at short range for you. So when you're shooting at. Okay, that will hit. Most definitely. Okay. You slam an arrow into its side as it's snapping at Edward and Kvik. And Kvik, you're up.
All right.
Oh, no, you get your second and third on your follow-up initiative, Aaron.
Yep.
Okay. Want to move over to opposite of Edward.
Okay.
Does that give me the flank?
Yes, it does. That'll hit.
And then with the dagger.
Nice. 3. And the dagger missed.
That'd be a big
Dagger
dagger.
glanced off one of the bony plates on its hanging down along the side of its ribs, not making it through its armor. The wolves. Regular wolves. Okay. Their boss ran. Okay. Wolves not seeing things running anymore, except for their boss, their master. Start moving into the shadows back towards where they came from. As far as what any of you guys can see. Okay. Arendelle. Your follow-up shots?
I know. I stepped into place.
Yeah. But you're small and it's large.
Yes.
So you don't give it cover. Okay, it just hit.
Only 7 damage though, right?
Hello?
He hit medium damage,
Okay,
less than
that-
large damage.
Yeah, we're doing
dropped it.
large.
Yeah, the target is 2 size categories larger, so you're not going to provide cover to it.
Right.
Kvik wouldn't give it cover. Okay.
Hey, you died.
You dropped the dire wolf with that shot.
Arendelle's sort of looking at his quiver now, going,
Okay, and that's
I'm watching the
the
blood
end of the
in slow
round.
motion.
Of 8 more rounds for Zed's protection scroll and initiative. Better initiative, Kvik.
Yeah.
For you and Ned. Middle of the pack there. And Zilpha. I need to roll Zilpha. Just a wailing away. Not particularly quickly. Hey. So, initiative set. Your target-rich environment suddenly went poof, huh?
Talking to me?
Just kind of everybody. Aaron, are you setting What are you doing
Oh.
this, Arundel? Or you only have both your initiatives are the
Zilpha,
same
let's
still, so.
leave. Zilpha, let's go. We gotta leave, Zilpha, come on.
She went after that thing.
Yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
That was Arendelle.
Ah, okay. I was wondering why it was like, wait, wasn't he just... Okay. We're sorted. Anyways, let me grab that, move it down. Okay. Oh, no. There we go. Right. And Jixos. Casting a spell.
Yeah, and Tixos is casting, protection from evil on himself.
You'll need to drag my second attack down. Don't think I'm actually going to get it though, but I thought I had it fixed, but apparently there was reset.
Rounds. Okay. I don't know why I didn't do the protection from lycanthropes the same way, but it's going to count up to 0.
And that is my last spell. I have no more.
User joined your channel.
Oh.
Welcome back, Arendelle.
Hey, Arendelle.
I'm calling to Zilpha and everybody that we need to withdraw. Like, everybody, let's get out. We're leaving. Come on, let's go.
Run, fat boy, run!
Oh, I do
All
have
right.
protection from poison.
Okay. Got her protected.
And dispel magic.
The last functional direwolf at the moment. It's gonna attacking sofa. Back to it. Because she doesn't care about the scrub. She wants the big guy. Nips at her calf. Doing 3 points of damage. Kick.
Okay.
Oh.
Gonna go over where
I'll move your second
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah, I thought I had it changed, but with all the shifting, it reset back to 7.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. No worries.
Go back, sheathing the blades and picking up the staff sling, and not sure how much movement I got left after that.
You guys just hate fear effects.
Yeah.
Gather a battle all over the place.
2, 3. There. Yeah, basically he's picking up and moving, so I don't think he can get an attack out of that, but unless you let me.
Did you do a full move or a half move?
Well, I had to put the blades away and pick up my staff sling again and then move 6. So.
Oh, yeah.
Not expecting an attack.
Nope.
Okay.
Edward.
Alright. Let's see what you got here. Charge attack.
Charging, cool. Okay.
So that's what, +2 for the charge and +1 for flank. Total +3.
Yep.
All right.
So I have a slight problem. I won't be able to get back into Roll20 because my iPad's just died out.
Oh.
And my phone's not far from dying off either, so I'm not going to be in TeamSpeak much longer.
Yeah.
Okay. Edward rushes right back up slamming into the side of the dire wolf.
Did you say activation of the ring was a free action? Can you activate that on the way in?
Yeah. It was a free action.
Yeah. Yeah.
You only have so many uses of it per week. But
right. Two uses per week, right?
So we're down 2 people now. Let's call it.
Yeah. I know. Just finishing up this attack is where we're at.
Probably at the end of the round.
Okay, so that
I
does
thought
16 instead of 10. You should have had 2. You probably didn't refresh it from some time before.
Right. Yeah. Accidental or something.
Okay. Yeah, Edward rushes in, slams into the side of the wolf, and just driving his sword almost all the way through its body. It rips his sword free, and it staggers backwards, but it's just doesn't quite. It's still got just a little bit of fight left in it. It's looking really bad though. Blood starting to drip out of its nose. You guys want to finish the round or call it here?
We should probably call it here just in case, because I don't want anybody to die, because we are missing 2 people. And it would be really lame if somebody died while they weren't playing. That is, it's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, we can pause it here. I mean, Edward's action's done. We're in between actions. Yeah. It's all good.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I would just advance the turn order tracker to Zed, and then just call it for the week.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, I mean, you guys want to go with it that way? Great. That's fine.
And then,
that'll work.
I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock anyways, so.
Yeah, 0 XP is fine with me because we're kind of in the middle of combat and everything. So, other than spell XP and RP XP and all that.
Right. Hey.